This is a company that started with no customers. We had a big building. We hired some people, and our direction was build a business that serves people, period. The original company was called Atlantic Teleservices, and it was an incubator company. But one of the, I think, most interesting ideas of the company was to help small businesses with the internet. That business took off.
We were building websites for Bell Atlantic. I think they got a free website when they got like a Yellow Page ad.
We couldn't actually even send them a link to it, so we actually had to print their website and put it in a package and mail it to them so they could see what their website looked like.
The company morphed from being a call center company to a web internet service provider company pretty quickly.
And a private equity firm from California that wanted to get into the space, thought it was a brilliant idea, came along and bought the company.
It didn't go well. It didn't go well at all.
And there was a whole new set of management that came in. There was a lot of activity for a short period of time, but then suddenly the .com kind of bubble burst.
I got a phone call from the lead private equity partner, basically saying, can you go back and let everybody else go?
The company essentially completely disintegrated. So it was really David that, I had that trust in.
They were going to shut the whole thing down, and David went back to the board and to the investors.
I asked the private equity people to write off their investment and to give me the keys. I believe in great potential, and so I told them, let's go make it happen.
We didn't have a lot of resources to be able to do the things that most companies could do, but we had people who were dedicated, who were creative, and all wanted to make this work.
He told me 2 to 3 months, and we're gonna come back. 60 days, 90 days, and lights started coming up.
We managed to rehire everybody, get all of our clients back, and pay all of our debts, and the company went public 5 years after that.
By 2005, the economy was recovering, in particular the technology sector.
It must have been the right time to have an IPO.
I still look at the IPO as kind of like I said, a wedding day. It's everything you do afterwards that really, really counts.
If you're going to serve people, you've got to be willing to understand how that changes over time. We've evolved the company, and that's why you see this hodgepodge of acquisitions over time.
The first thing we tried to do is to acquire companies that allowed us to have the functionality that we needed so that we would own that technology as opposed to having it be third party, which we couldn't control.
We didn't really have a mechanism to go and acquire customers directly. And so we met this company, Web.com, in Atlanta.
That was exciting. That Website Pros acquired Web.com.
It is our great pleasure to welcome Web.com to today's closing bell ceremony.
I have pride in that. I mean, we were the little guy, and we acquired a big company, and we changed our name.
We've been able to create value through acquisitions where not every other company can do that.
Register.com doubled us in size, and then it wasn't even a year later that the Network Solutions acquisition happened, and we doubled in size again.
So imagine a 300 million company buying an 800 million company. So it's called a Pac-Man move.
I think that was just cherry on top. I think that put us squarely on the map as one of the largest in what we do.
2014, we bought Snap Names and Scoot. 2016, we bought Yodel.
I just gave birth to my son, and I was in the hospital. So I had a screaming baby in my arm, and my boss texted me and said, you got to join this call. For me, what was really important is that the mission was the same.
We're not just a tech company, we're also a service company.
And if we can make sure our customers are successful, our business will take care of itself.
Everything else will fall in place.
David set out to build this business to do two things. One, to be of service to businesses, and two, to provide a working environment for our employees for them to reach their full potential.
And that's what we do. That's what we do at web.com, and that's one of my favorite parts about joining the company.
I think what's unique about web.com is that we have a lower sense of ego in everyone's mindset, and more so of trying to just help others and help the mission and the goal first.
That is what I want to be doing, right? This is the point in my career that I care more about like my outcome. I care about the mission that I'm going after, not just, a paycheck at the end of the day.
When I think of web.com, I think of the people I work with, and it's like a living, breathing thing. They have a face. It's Chester or Caroline or Sheldon or Lisa or whoever I work with. That's web.com to me.
People always say we're focused on our people and we're focused on our customers, but I think that focus is something that, David articulates and I think really does permeate through all of the things that we do.
The one thing that has gotten us to where we are today is our persistence. We have never given up in trying to find a better answer and in trying to serve our customers.
As long as small businesses are here, they're going to need help. And who can they go to? Web.com.